What's up guys, how you doing? I hope you've all had a fabulous week. My name's Philip Scraba, I'm here to teach you about film photography. Now if this lights your candle, make sure to hit that Now if this lights your candle, make sure to hit that subscribe button and to ring that bell so YouTube informs you of all my future films. It lights your candle, I love it. Anyway, serious, let's get right into this review. Viltrox FA-D10. Today's review is going to be about this light. The Viltrox FA-D10 comes packaged like this. Pretty simple. It costs 35 Great British pounds or 60 US dollars. So in this review, I'm going to show you what comes in a box. I'm going to talk about the quality of light, the quality of build of this light. I'm going to talk about the stats. I'm going to talk about what I like. I'm going to talk about the uses, and I'm going to show you a walk around of this light and some examples of it in use. So keep on watching to get the lowdown. By the way, quick disclaimer. I purchased this light by myself. Viltrox did not give me this light. This is not sponsored. So I'm going to make sure that this review is unbiased and as honest as possible. So yeah, let's roll the intro. So what do we have in the box? We have the light itself, we have a diffuser, we have a pouch, we have a cold shoe mount, and we have a USB-C cable. This all fits very neatly into this pouch, which is fairly well padded, though I wouldn't throw it around. Now this light, when I took it out of the box, it's built like a tank. It's absolutely awesome. Diffusion, it's a piece of plastic, but it clips on there really nicely. And once you squeeze it in, it sits there. So you'll have absolutely no problem with this diffusion. The cold shoe mount, well, that's a little bit funny, huh? I wish they would have included a ball head. USB-C cable, I'm sure it's going to last a good few months before it breaks. The pouch. Every light now comes with a pouch and it's pretty well padded. You can throw it in your bag, I'm sure it'll be fine. The light will also come with instructions and a warranty card. So the look and feel of the light is really, really robust. It feels like you can throw this in your bag and you don't really have to worry about it. The screen, it's pretty hard. If I press it, nothing happens. Nothing with this light rattles. It's just a really, really well made light. So once again, this light costs 35 Great British pounds or 60 US dollars, which is not too bad. I'd pay that much for this light. There are lights from other companies like Aperture, which I'm a huge fan of, that are much more expensive. So I think playing with this light, testing it out quite a bit, I think it's an inexpensive light. I'm happy to pay that much for what I'm getting. So this is an on-camera LED light, and it does have a quarter 20 at the bottom there. I don't know if right there, if you can see it. You can attach the so-called cold shoe mount to the bottom and screw it onto your camera like this, or onto your small rig cage or what have you. Or you can take it off and screw it onto a normal tripod that has a 1/4-20. With the key light off, this is what this looks like in place of the key light. It's pretty nice, it's interesting. Now if I bounce it off the styrofoam here, it's barely visible, it's very delicate. If I use it as a side light, as the key light just off frame, it's dramatic, it's classic. So now with the key light on and the background light off, I'm really sorry if you can hear the concert outside. If we take this light and we light the actual background with it, you can see it makes quite a lot of difference. As a hair light, it's just out of frame. Unfortunately my hair is thinning, but I still have some to show. It's pretty cool as a hair light out of frame, and obviously as a great fill light if you need it. It's got a lot of power. This is 5%. Let's pump it all the way up. Watch out for your retinas. And that's at 100%. And that's with the filter on. You have to kind of unclip it with your fingernails, pop it off, and boom! Look at that. It's it does pack a punch for its little footprint size. It's oh, see what I mean? No problem as a key light, absolutely no problem. Obviously I wouldn't recommend using it as a key light because it's far too small a source, but if you need to, no problem. So what do I like, what do I dislike about this light? That's a very difficult one because when I first took it out of the box, this light, it's solid. The OLED screen, I'm in love with it. The main reason I'm in love with it is the battery estimation capacity. And I don't know if you guys could see, but when you bump it up, the estimation goes down. Now, how cool is that? If every single light had that, oh, that would be awesome. So let's talk stats. Let's be serious here. This light, I don't know if you guys can see it, has 112 LEDs. 56 of them are cold, so 5600 daylight, and 56 of them are warm, so tungsten at 3200 kelvins. It has a CRI of 96, so anything above 90 really is awesome. I don't buy anything below 90, and I don't really want to review anything below 90 because I don't see any point. I'm here and I'd like to make positive reviews, things that you guys can use. So this is running in at 96 CRI, which is excellent for me. So color temperature. Like I said, this light rolls in at 3200, which is tungsten, and you can see it's nice and warm, and it will roll out at 5600 daylight, meaning that the sweet spot in the middle when all the LEDs are on is 4400 kelvins, which is neither cold nor warm. When it comes to steps of power, this light will go up, I don't know if you guys can see it right there, it will go up every 5%, and unfortunately it starts from 5%, so it won't go down to 1, but it will go up every 5%. And when it comes to color, if you press this button here, it goes to color, it will go up or down every 100 Kelvin. On-off memory is great for convenience. So for example, if we have the light here and we set it, say, to, let's go up to 30%, and then we go here and we set it to 4100, why don't we? And we turn the light off. Will it switch back on and remember its settings? Let's have a look. I like that. Now, I think everybody likes that. It's annoying to turn off your light, go back into settings, and reset everything, especially if you've got a setup and you're working and you turn a light on and boom. Now I have no idea about the beam angle on this light, but obviously it is a floodlight. especially when you put the diffusion on. It's really nice, and I'm just in love with how soft this is. Look at that. It gets really ridiculously, and I mean uncomfortable to touch hot when it's on 100%. I did tests just to see how long the battery will last, and it got very, very hot, especially the LEDs on front behind the diffusion. Now the diffusion is, as you can see, it's a few millimeters away from the actual LEDs, probably just give some better diffusion and also to let them cool and have some air circulation. But it does get ridiculously hot when it's 100% and you just power that battery all the way down. Very hot. But it doesn't get hot when it's charging. When it comes to the battery on this Viltrox, it has a 3.5 volt 2470 milliamp hour battery. So that packs quite a punch. Now Viltrox state that at 100% it should last 1.5 hours. For my tests, let me just check. It lasted 1 hour and 26 minutes. I'm not sure if they mean 1.5 hours, so an hour and a half, or 1.5 hours. But it lasted 1 hour 26 minutes at full blast, 100% on 5600, so daylight. They say it takes 3.5 hours to charge. It took me 2 hours to charge to 99%, and it stuck on 99% for 1 hour. So it stopped charging at exactly 3 hours to 100%. Now the cool thing is that when it gets to about 90%, on the screen where you have the estimate for the battery time, a percentage shows up. So it goes 91, 92, up to 99. And like I said, 99% stays on for 1 hour, and then it hits 100% at 3 hours, and there's your light charged. 3 hours is a long time to charge a little light. But yeah, I mean the Aperture MX charged in 1 hour, though it did last 56 minutes. And obviously it's got a slightly smaller battery, but still 3 hours for charging, that's painful. So the iPhone 8 Plus weighs in at 202 grams. The Viltrox FA-D10, why do they have these names? Comes in at 130 grams. So you can really feel the difference. The iPhone is a lot heavier. The Viltrox is 12 centimeters by 7 centimeters, and it's centimeter thick. So it's you can tell the actual light. Sorry, there's the actual light. It's yeah, it's a really good size. It's definitely something that will fit in your pocket. Pocket test, even with the actual diffuser on. Boom. Where's the light? It's a bit of Peter McKinnon magic for you there. Oh yeah, before I forget, it's not waterproof. It is not waterproof. Do not put it in water. You will damage the light and you will have to buy a new one. I've not run into any flickering issues. 120, 60 frames, no problems at all. So it's a really good light for your B-roll. So with the diffusion on, the shadows are beautiful, soft, and there's just one shadow. If I take the diffusion off, the LED shadow thing just goes crazy. Don't do it. Checking with my Kodak Grey card, I don't see any color shift problems with this light. I am measuring lux at 1 meter away from the wall, shutter speed of 50, and an ISO of 100. If we turn this guy on, he turns on at 5%, 5,600 kelvins. And that comes to 26 lux. If we power him all the way up to 100%, as you can see, it's a very, very smooth fade. He puts out 180 lux. If we switch over to tungsten, also very smooth fade as you see, he's pushing out 150 lux. If we go to the sweet spot, it's the point where all the LEDs are on, the light pumps out 160 lux. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about this light, if you'd buy it and what you'd use it for. Now, if you already have this light, make sure you comment down below and let me know what you think about it. If you like this film, give it a thumbs up. That really helps and I feel really good when I sleep at night. You can show me some love by hitting the subscribe button. It can be hard, it can be soft, just make sure you do it. And make sure to ring that bell, because then YouTube will alert you whenever I put a new film out, and there are going to be millions and billions. There are going to be a lot of films. So yeah, catch you on the other side.